What is up, YouTube? Beep, 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 beep. We have some serious breaking news. So, it has just come to the attention of the hobby world on Tuesday afternoon. PSA has temporarily suspended the acceptance of most submissions. We are currently not accepting value, economy, regular, or express orders. We will take a tiered approach to reintroducing these service levels. Our goal is to bring all suspended service levels back by July 1st, 2021. This means all that is left is Super Express at $300. Well, everyone that's been begging and saying, why doesn't PSA just shut down to get caught up? Guess what they just did? This literally just happened within the last 5 minutes, so I'm getting this super fresh. Quick take reaction. Wow. It opens the door up for somebody because they put this out right before Prizm drops. Prizm comes out tomorrow. They were probably about to get flooded with a bunch of Prizm basketball. So I think this was very strategic on their part because they knew what was coming. If you rip Prizm tomorrow, where are you sending it? HGA's capped and really hard to get into. CSG, the hobby's not really super warm on. SGC still has pretty recent low resale values. BGS just as jacked up as PSA. So unless you pull a big LaMelo or Edwards card, or maybe Halliburton that you could still stomach the $300 express for, I don't know what you do. I really don't. I am flummoxed at the moment for this one. This is going to take some thought process. This literally changes a ton. An absolute ton. I think on one hand, it is smart by them to get caught up. They need to get caught up fast because the door is now wide open for someone to walk through. Here's what I think is going to happen. People are going to flood CSG and SGC, and HGA is going to be even harder to get into, and they're going to get messed up. And it's going to cause huge backlogs like we saw with SGC last year. Maybe SGC is ready to handle it. Maybe CSG is ready to handle it. But now with PSA completely shut down, that's massive. PSA graded slabs of 2020, 2021 Prizm are going to be hard to come by if people want them. People want a LaMelo PSA 10 Prizm, there's going to be limited supply on that sucker because you're really paying the iron price to get it at $300. So if someone can maintain good turnaround times between now and July is not a short period of time away. That is March, April, May, June. That is 4 to 5 months. Well, to be fair, that says bring all service levels back. So they could tier these back up. I'm going to guess they're going to go in fastest to slowest. So we'll see Express open up at some point in time, then regular, then economy, then value. We don't know how this affects group submitters. Are they cut off from this? We don't know yet. I haven't seen anything. This is hot. This is spicy. And this just dropped. I think this also shows exactly how slammed they got prior to that price increase. They must have got an absolute mountain of cards prior to the price increase. And they must just be absolutely buried. And the rumors have been, I've talked to a few group submitters since the price increase. People really haven't slowed down that much. They're just being slightly more particular. So if they raised the prices trying to slow people down and it didn't work, then you got to go to the next step. People begged for this under the old ownership and they never did it. I guess, props to Nat. This could not have been an easy decision to make, but they must have been reading the writing on the wall that, hey, we're actually not getting caught up. Like, it's been a month into the price increases now, and they must be running the numbers going, welp. So there's going to be this little weird in between time between now and when they like open the faucet back up again. Where do people turn? Where do they go for grading? Where are you sending your Isaac Okoro silver to? Or, your Tyrese Halliburton base? Where are those going to go now? And everyone's going to say HGA and like, that's the low hanging fruit answer, but they're still only accepting a couple thousand cards a week. So that's not actually realistic. Your options are Beckett, probably not that great. CSG and SGC. SGC resales for shit. CSG has one of the ugliest slabs I've ever seen. Does this affect the prices of current PSA graded cards? I don't know. People always gravitate to that. I don't know if it actually does or not. Especially for like the Prizm stuff, because there's already so much of it out there already. It's not like you're hurting to go find a Luka PSA Prizm or a Zion PSA Prizm. I think it adds an extra premium perhaps to LaMelo. This could prop up the 2021 class PSA 10 prices because of the scarcity. Like those are going to be, there's going to be this weird dynamic where on the PSA pop report, 21 Prizm is going to be a low pop card for a while, most likely. So yeah, there is a ton to unpack from this, and I'm going to need to like really sit down and think about it and marinate on this one for a while. So let me know what you guys think. Is this good? Is this bad? The only way it's bad is if someone grabs a bunch of market share from them, but I still don't think anyone's toppling the king, at least not anytime soon. And I really do worry that the other companies are not going to be ready for this, because the amount of cards getting dumped on PSA had to be still astronomical for them to do this. So where do all those cards go now? And I understand SGC ramped up and CSG's new. If that boatload of cards comes their way, look out. And what happens when PSA opens back up again? Are people going to hold back on stuff to wait to send to them? Like the day Express opens back up again, are they just going to get pounded? Or are most people going to send it somewhere else? I can't believe they did this. I'm really shocked that they did this. I think for the long term, as a long-term play, I think this is extremely smart. As a short-term play, it's going to cost them some customers. It's definitely going to cost them money. Listen, everyone that's been bitching about PSA not doing anything, the new owners took over a month ago. Here you go. They went straight to the bat phone and hit the red button and shut it down. I'm just honestly stunned that they actually did it. I truly am. I am truly stunned that they actually did it. Now, from a business perspective, the immediate term, it's not going to hurt them that much because they don't take payment until the order processes. So that's all revenue that they have sitting there. But there's going to be a weird gap once they start to catch up. But they probably have so much stuff sitting there, it doesn't even matter, to be quite honest. Their mail, like, they must have just gotten hammered. I mean, you were seeing the posts from the post office shutting things down because they ran out of space for all the packages they were getting right before the price increase. And like I said, everyone I talked to said that it didn't slow down at all. So anyways, this is a huge one. Probably expect multiple follow-up videos to this one. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Let me know what you think down below. Like I said, this is the breaking news post. As per usual, we'll do a more in-depth deep dive once things shake out a little bit more, maybe tomorrow. So, all right, just as I was done recording the video, PSA posted a statement. Just reading through this is crazy. They talk about the sheer volume, like I was talking about in the video, of the submissions received in early March. They received more cards in 3 days than they did during the previous 3 months. And even after the surge, submissions continued at never before seen levels. And then you guys can read this. It's all over the place now. It goes through to talk about their hiring processes. They're going to extend Collectors Club stuff, all that jazz. And I assume if you already have cards on the way to them, you're safe. But just think about that. They received more cards in 3 days than they did during the previous 3 months. This is nuts. So I encourage you guys to go check out this full statement. You can read through it where it talks about all the other jazz, but I'm just tacking this on to the very end of the video because literally as I was putting it into DaVinci Resolve to edit it, this came across. So peace. I forgot to say at the top of the video, like, comment, sub, all that jazz. We'll catch you guys on the next one. This is wild.